Hello.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
We're back.
She's crazy.
Crazy.
You can hear me, right?
Huh?
You can hear me?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, worst case scenario, I'm keeping your clothes.
She's gonna sell them on online.
On what?
What's that website where they're like, oh, I'm doing another drop?
Patreon?
No.
OnlyFans?
No, it's like Depot or something like that.
Depop.
Depop. There you go. We're doing another drop on Depop.
Soiled chonies.
Ew.
Might come. Who wants to buy my niece's underwear?
They'd be knocking on my door. So, stress.
You know?
We all
She's stressing us out already.
We've all, yeah. So, as we've mentioned before, we record 2 episodes on a Friday night.
Yeah, they're.
So this is a recording Friday, clearly, and that goes on automatically. It's
Okay.
time.
Time's lightning. I was like, I got to
I thought it
go.
was the power. I was like,
So we are on a
I'm not sleeping with sheets tonight.
we're on a tornado watch, and it always makes us a little on edge. But when you can see the weather getting bad, then it's like, ugh. So we record at my house, but these two are.
We got to drive home and
They're
I
ready to
just-
go.
The thought of carrying on my bags walking in the rain. You know your boyfriend will run out and help you carry stuff. My weef, I don't even know if she's home.
If you get home and it's raining, just keep the stuff you don't need in your car and
It's
run
on my
in.
electronics.
Your car's not going to get rained on.
My car will get rained
Yeah,
on.
but it's not going to get rained. No, I said it.
Okay, so shall we introduce ourselves?
Yeah. I'm Sarah.
I'm Isabel.
And I'm Isabel.
And this is Tia time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hoo-doo-doo-boo-hoo.
Ooh, oh, whoa, 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 yeah. Hey,
What are you going to say? Like when you leave the house, you're going to go, what such memories here?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Honestly, you should record a bunch of those to put for the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay. No joke. Our next record
Well,
day.
then we get into it.
Because for a lot of times when you guys have me beep out stuff, I just do tones and bars. So it's like beep. But if I could have you going, ooh, yeah, I would like that more.
That'd be so funny. So it'll stop.
Just kidding.
So this week
This week we're talking about.
cut me off.
I got so excited, animated about it. About stress. Why? Because April is Stress Awareness Month.
Yeet.
Either.
So stress. We've all felt it. We know it. I live with it. I've been so stressed lately.
And you can follow us on TikTok.
That's that.
When I was younger,
Oh wait, we got a. Are you folding clothes here?
Yeah.
did
We got
you
a
watch
special.
something new?
And she bought something for 99 cents.
What did I get for 99 cents?
Interesting.
Probably
it
her
was
underwear.
the bag.
Ah.
So bad.
So, what were you gonna say?
When I was like early 20s, even mid 20s, I used to think, I'm so blessed. Like, I don't stress out. Like, my life is like pretty, thank God it was good. And even when I had the like work stress, let me beep the name. Even when I had that airline stress
Yeah.
and I was working, like, it was like that was work stress, but it wasn't like I felt good afterwards. It wasn't until like my late 20s, early 30s that me and stress went, and we really duked it out. Like, and I realized I had no coping mechanisms.
So you went to therapy?
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same way. I try to not be stressed. Like I try to just take a minute and breathe.
Yeah.
I realize my stress started like a lot when I moved to my current job now, and it's not like, oh, the whole time I've been here I've been stressed out. No, I feel like my stress is self-induced because I want to move up.
Yeah, fair.
So taking on extra responsibility, leading projects, going to conferences, traveling for work has been very stressful. And I struggle with that, and I find myself sometimes I'm really anxious about it. And I think about work all the time and trying to separate from that.
Well, let me ask you guys, what does being stressed mean to you? Like, how does it
Someone's car is going off. Probably the neighbors. They go off a lot.
how does it affect you physically, mentally, emotionally? People experience stress very differently.
Well, I'm medicated, so I'm doing a lot better. But I feel like taking like anxiety out of it and my, genetics, I would get stress where I would get like where I didn't want to eat, and I was just like, I feel sick and I can't think straight. And then sometimes I would get stressed out where it's like I just want to eat everything that has the word chocolate in it, and like I just like don't want to do any responsibilities. I don't care, and kind of just potato
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the couch. So I don't know, it like went different ways. Now that I'm older, I think it's mostly I'm stressed. What am I going to do about this? I need to breathe and like,
But is that because you're medicated?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Definitely that. That one. Yeah.
you're gonna see you on the thumbnail.
The finger.
That.
Yeah.
That right there. Clocked.
Stop.
I'm getting hot.
I have anxiety and I'm not medicated for it, but I'm on so many different medications. I don't want to start something else because my body's just now getting used to what I'm on.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, stress feels
Look
like
at this tiny little shirt for a tiny little girl.
for me, stress feels like
That's Sarah's.
shut up. For me, stress feels like pressure. Like I feel a lot of pressure on me, pressure to be seen like a certain way, but more so at work or like.
How does it show up in your body, your behavior?
I feel like I will end up with a IBS flare up.
Oh, stomach problems.
Yeah, stomach issues, and it's not
When I
even,
would get really stressed when I was little, my eyesight would go in and out.
oh, that's intense. Fuck. What the fuck?
We got best man fan no champions over here.
It can actually happen.
It does. It can happen when you're really stressed
Yeah,
out.
that's
That's
insane.
no wonder you're medicated.
You know what I realized? You've watched This Is Us. It happens to Randall in the show. He
He's
gets
so
so stressed
stressed
out
out.
that like his vision is going in and
Yeah.
out. It was then I was like,
Were you like you, me, same?
that can happen. It can.
That's so. Yeah, I've never
I've
been,
never been that stressed,
never
no.
experienced that. Right, knock on wood.
Makes me want you to experience.
Never say that. Yeah, it's okay.
70.
Nope.
Guess who had a tissue
Yeah.
in their pocket? Me, I guess.
Well, great.
I get snappy when I'm really stressed. When I'm really stressed, I yell at my wife a lot because I'm like so snappy, and she tries to ask. If I'm stressed, don't ask me questions. I'm just gonna bite your head off. I'm working on it in therapy, or I get like kind of like panicky.
I used to have panic attacks, so I get that. I've seen you snappy,
Yeah,
but I know just to kind of let you be.
there are supposed to be healthy ways to deal with stress because like stress leads to a lot of health issues. It can cause physical symptoms like headaches, stomach disorders, and more serious conditions like heart disease, obesity, and diabetes.
Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. So when I went to my in-person with my psychiatrist, she had to like take all like my numbers and stuff, and she asked me, she's like, do you normally have low blood pressure? And I'm like,
You just fucking fine.
I don't fucking know. I'm like, usually the big thing is making sure I don't have high blood pressure
Yeah.
because of our family history.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, it is a little bit on the lower side, but are you tired? And I'm like, no.
Do you want to take a nap in my room?
And she's like, it should be fine.
That's funny. Okay, we have a blood pressure machine here. Next time you come and you're calm, you should,
Calm.
check it out. Because, like, when Allie's anxious and she goes to the doctor, hers will read higher.
We were at work.
My
and
heart rate just goes up.
a coworker came to speak to us, and I was like, "This is my niece, by the way, because it's someone who works in my department." And
He talks to me more than her.
I am not social.
Yeah. But what
I
did
don't have a social job. I don't go to people's desks to try to make friends. I
Yeah.
only talk to my boss. So he comes down and he talks to children because he does. He comes down and he talks to her department because he does a lot of ordering for them. So he's like, I think he gets bored too.
Yeah.
And he'll just go and talk about whatever. And so he came down, he was talking, and I was just like, oh, this is my niece. Because you're from my department. And like, I don't talk to anyone,
Yeah.
typically. And he was just like, oh, and she says, we're not dating.
you said that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't think that. Then he said something about there's a family resemblance. I don't think we look alike.
Not really, but that's why I was saying, like, our mannerisms are, like, so much. Where
Yeah, if you look-
we click too much,
That's
where
true.
it's like,
Are they
didn't-
dating.
They didn't just meet. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way. Sometimes if you look over and we're talking, we're like this.
Or we're, like, jumping on each other and, like, reenacting stuff. And
You got us fucked up. Remember you said an ick is somebody riding a scooter?
do you guys imitate that a lot?
Yes.
It's such an ick.
It
Oh
is.
my gosh. And your feet are together.
And sometimes when you would hop off and it would turn around, like not the electric ones, but the other ones that hit you in the ankle. You know that.
It happened to me all the
Yes.
time. Those were so popular when we were kids.
Yeah.
Though sometimes don't you miss like being a kid? Like it's so funny. I remember Ma telling us this, when we were younger and we just wanted to be adults.
Yeah.
And Ma saying you're gonna miss it. Like you're gonna wish you were still a
I
kid.
was like, you
don't get it. Like I can't wait till. And it's so true because now that I'm on like the other end of it, there's nothing like being a kid. There is no stress. Well, if you have good parents, there is.
yeah, like being like we were carefree. She wasn't.
Yeah, no,
but
you
being-
had. One would argue life is easier now. Yeah.
You're
that's, I'm going to write that down because that needs to be brought up in therapy.
It's true though.
Yeah. You're 16. I bought you a dog that you didn't ask for. You have to get a job to feed it.
Basically,
You're in track.
you gotta buy
work.
your own shoes.
Most of the time I was sewing my shoes.
Yeah, we can't afford your dog's insurance. You got to pay for that, kid.
You think this is your home? No, we let you stay here. This is my home.
Is this just fuck Isabel Day?
No, you've been through some hard
You've been.
times.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So life is better for you now.
It is. It really is.
But for us, we had a carefree childhood.
Yeah, we had really good parents. And sometimes I think, and it's not, I feel a lot of like, I do have a bat in the cave now, right?
No, I think I don't see anything.
I'm sorry if I do. Sometimes I think, 'cause I see a lot of TikToks of like, the before cancer doesn't exist. Like she's dead.
Yeah.
After me, it's different. It's like a different level. I had anxiety before. It's like a different level of worry.
Do you realize that you're like referencing those movies
There was
before
you.
and
Yeah.
There was with you. I didn't think there'd be an after you.
That's reminders
That's
of
disgusting.
him. It wasn't a good movie, but I liked the book.
It was better than the other one we saw.
I just saw it because my celeb crush was in it. But no, that's a lot of cancer survivors feel that way. Like once you're diagnosed, like you're
yeah, life has changed forever.
It's completely different, yeah. And sometimes I reflect back on when I was 16 and I was so dramatic and I thought like, oh, like I'm in the closet. But my days were fucking, we would come home from school, do our homework, baby shit, and then do whatever we wanted.
And Nana was great because we would talk about wanting a job, especially like at that ripe age of 16. And she would say, no, you don't. Enjoy being kids because once you get a job, you're always going to need one.
You always have a job once you get one.
Yeah.
And you fuckers told me that, and it's true.
It is true.
We tried telling you at 16, and you were like, I think because
Different circumstances. Yeah.
You were 16, we were 26, but Sarah and I, like, because it was our brother who was your parent, we knew he wasn't the greatest dad, but I guess it didn't really like click. Like, she fucking has to get a job. Like, they're not giving her a choice.
Yeah. Like she needs to work.
Yeah.
You're going to work, bitch.
Didn't.
But when I'm talking stress free, I was talking like kids. Like we always joke because we like the Yu Yu Hakusho that like
That's a core memory. Sitting
right on that futon bed.
Yeah,
And
eating
again, we
snacks.
grew up kind of poor, but we loved the futon bed.
It was a big deal. We had a TV,
and it was like a Saturday,
yeah.
and Ma
It
was
was like
making
dark.
dinner.
It was like winter. We had one of those TVs that, because they weren't flat screens, a big one. We had our PlayStation that played DVDs.
no, it was like PlayStation 2. So yeah,
Yeah, and we would go and we
was
would
only
just sit-
VHS.
PlayStations played DVDs.
yeah, but before when DVDs weren't like as popular.
Yeah. No, it was a
No, it-
VHS.
it was a VHS.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so Nana would take us to like Blockbuster. We'd get a movie.
Yeah, but she bought us the Yu Yu
Yu
Hakusho
Hakusho.
movie.
So she was making, I think, flautas.
Yeah,
And you and I were upstairs in our room.
but
with the light
she
off.
knew we liked the tostada chips,
And
so
she
she
would-
came up with some freshly salted ones.
Yeah, and we would sit and we would watch her show, and we were just like so easy.
Yeah, you don't
That
like.
is an experience. When I was over for Easter that one year,
Last
remember
year when I was getting a divorce,
it was last year, right?
and I was dying to live with you because I just wanted some sort of independence, and we were watching Hunger Games.
And I came over like right after work because I was in the area because Nana invited us. And I remember being down there, and I was doing stuff for school.
And Nana came down.
And Adam came, and we were all just like
Snuggled on the
couch,
sofa.
snuggled, watching Hunger Games. And she came and brought
cookies. She
like
brought a
cookies,
turkey.
and I think she brought rice or something
something.
down. And I'm like,
But do you girls want anything else? And then she went upstairs, and Isabel's like, "Why would you ever want to leave here?"
Yeah,
that never happened to me
yeah,
growing up, and it's just weird to imagine my mom doing that.
It's such a different experience because like even when everything happened in your life and you were really like, I was worried about you with stress when everything happened with your ex and you were trying to figure out a place to live, and I couldn't like understand like, well, why can't you just go home? But like it's just a different experience. Like
yeah.
what our mom, like my mom tells me, because I went through some shit in my marriage, and she's always like, I want you with your wife, but again, if who's to say what happens?
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. You have a home here. Like,
Yeah.
And it was different with me. It was like, I mean, we'll figure it out.
but read between the lines. You
Like,
can't.
yeah.
You can't come home.
This isn't an option.
It's not going to be permanent. And,
Yeah.
I do have to say, my father, he did a lot of the like bringing stuff, but he got that from Nana. Where
Yeah.
like me and Adam would be sitting on the couch, and he would bring over like our food. He'd have our grilled cheese, and like
So,
he'd put the trays out.
when you
and
guys
will
were
say-
young,
what-
he was a
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
was
he
gonna
like
say-
carried those trays because Nana
Nana.
did them when he was little.
Yeah, but I will say the one thing about him is he's good with kids,
kids. Yeah.
but once he started getting older, kind of where you can,
yours?
Yeah.
kind of
I
where
went
you
to
could,
Cold. Oh, you didn't go to Coldplay.
kind of where you could. Oh my
That
gosh,
wasn't
you
by
guys!
your choice. Okay.
Kind of where you could be seen. I'm done. I quit.
Guys. I can't do it now.
You guys have to leave. There's a tornado coming.
Okay.
Let's get our brooms. I'll sit in mine from the ass tip.
Ew.
Out of the three of us, who would be which witch? Which witch?
See, I used to love their sandwiches.
I didn't. I've only been there twice.
Like Elphaba, Glinda.
The Blair Witch.
Which would be the Blair Witch.
And then, what's her fucking name? Wicked Witch of the East. Her sister.
The one in the wheelchair. Today I'm that bitch. I don't give witch energy.
You don't.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I think I give more witch energy,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Out of me and Isabel. I
I'm
forgot.
fucking Bach.
You are Bach. Bach,
You are
bitch.
Bach.
But I know, I see it. What were we saying?
Nessa?
We were talking about stress.
Oh, Bach was stressed. Unrequited love.
You knew it was going downhill every time you went, Nessa? Nessa? You were saying my father was different in the aspect of...
Oh yeah, he's good. He's good with kids, but once you're older and you could, I guess in a way, be compared to him.
Once you become independent...
Yes, he's done with you. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it.
And
Yeah.
I felt that change.
Yeah.
And it really
You-
matters.
Once I started questioning the things that were happening around me,
It was done.
I was not meant to live anymore, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's also who he was with at the time greatly influenced. Like my mom, Nana, used to blame his partners for his like shitty behavior, and I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
it's in him. Like if he was so crazy about his kids, he wouldn't have done A, B, and C. Do you know what I mean?
Let's keep going down the stress route because people don't know who he is. And
Okay.
we're like, this guy, you know what he fucking did?
He's just
He's
a
not great.
dad. He used to be. What made you decide to go to therapy? For me, I'll give my experience, but keep in mind, I do have anxiety. I actually don't have depression, but I have Hashimoto's, and when it's untreated, it does present as depression. And also, my surgical oncologist told me I've probably had my cancer for about minimum 4 years. Think about it, when all this stuff started to happen, I was so like depressed, where I was in school and I had a part-time job. I would get out of the part-time job. I would come home and cry and hold my new dog, my Millie. Just cry in bed. I didn't want to do anything. I was fighting because my wife was really stressed out with a really toxic job. And I don't think, I choose to believe that she didn't quite see how much I was suffering. And so she would fight with me. And I actually like would catch myself being like, what thoughts, like, what's the point of being alive? Like, what is the point of my life every day? And I never told you guys how bad I felt, because like, obviously I didn't want to scare you guys, but I would have such dark fucking days where Heidi, at one point, she was like scared, and she's like, I'm going to stand right next to you, and you need to talk to someone professionally about someone to start bringing in your family. And I scheduled with my first therapist. I was with her for like a year. I liked her, but when you start to talk about your problems, you really start to reflect. I didn't like that she didn't call me on my shit. Like, because I'm not perfect. In these, whatever conflicts I have with people, I have issues too. And it was always just like her kind of like, yeah, like just like agreeing with me. And it's just like, okay, I get it. Like, I know there's some stuff I'm right with, but I need someone. I want to improve. I need someone to call me on my shit too. Then I found another therapist, because this therapist left. I was kind of afraid to start with somebody else because it's so intimidating. You sit in a room with a stranger.
And you have to just pick a starting point.
Yeah.
Like,
I liked my second therapist a lot. He was just like, I noticed after like our third or fourth appointment, he was like, I noticed you don't really talk unless like you don't give much. Like, I have to ask you questions.
Yeah.
I'm on my third therapist now, and I like him, and it's been good. So what was your breaking point?
well, and your other therapist, he moved, so
He
that's
moved,
why
and
you
also I'll tell you guys, this is a red flag. I liked him so much. He was my therapist, and then he was my wife's therapist, and then he was our marriage counselor, which is a big
You
no-no.
don't-
That was
don't do
horrible.
horrible. I told my current
ethically,
therapist.
you are not supposed to.
Yeah.
Yes, I told my current therapist, and he was like,
I told you that
"That's
though.
crazy."
I told you it was unethical, and you got so mad at me.
because I don't. You didn't do therapy, so I was kind of like defensive about it anyways. And so it's just like such a vulnerable thing to like decide, okay, I'm going to try and improve myself.
Yeah.
And then I felt like you were just like criticizing me.
Oh, I wasn't criticizing you. I was criticizing him.
Yeah. No, he was in the wrong. And my therapist was like, it's not your fault. This is a professional. You put your mental health, you trust this person. That's what therapists get you to trust them. So what was your breaking point? What made you decide I need to speak to somebody?
I always knew for the longest time that I needed to speak to someone. It's just like I was young, so I'm like, I don't know where to start. And I think my brain kind of just blocked out like the conversations I had with my mom or regarding like should I talk to someone and that whole thing. Hey.
There was hair on it. Sometimes oh, go ahead. I thought you were done.
No, I'm trying to.
Because you saw a psychiatrist first. You were medicated first. Before
Yeah,
therapy.
I had to.
Okay.
Yeah. What I was technically bouncing around trying to find a therapist because the first therapist I found, she like. I would start talking about something and then she would turn it into a lesson where it was like, okay, well let's do a little bit of role playing. Pretend I'm a new boyfriend and I want you to meet my parents. And it's like, okay, but I'm not there right now. Like I'm still cohabitating with my ex. And like she was just like all over the place. She kept recommending books and stuff and I'm like,
Oh, don't give me fucking homework.
and then one time she arrived late to and I would like actually like dread therapy and it's like you're not really supposed to do that.
No.
And there was one point where she was kind of late and she was like, sorry, I was trying to finish my lunch.
And you were like, I'm done with you.
I was like, okay. And then she still ended on time.
Wow.
That's crazy because therapy is expensive.
And I was like, she's like, yeah, did you want to schedule? I was like, I think I'll call you. I never called her.
No, you didn't. I remember because you were at my apartment a lot back then.
I just didn't call the bitch back. It was when that whole situation happened and I was like, this is getting dark.
Yeah.
Our producer has a section in this called for Sarah, not in therapy. What has made you chosen not to go? Because a lot of people in your life, some would say your closest people, besides your wife, are in therapy.
Truthfully, I don't know. I've gotten this far without it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I have time for like another appointment I have to make it to.
Yeah.
Sometimes
haven't you ever wondered, like, well, why do I do this? Why did I do this? And it's different because you could know, okay, I know it stems from this, but it's nice to talk through it. I saw my therapist recently, and I said I thought I was done. Like, I thought I was done with therapy because it had been a couple months I was working extra at work and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he said, it's never a bad, like, idea to keep improving yourself. He said, I see some patients I see every 2 or 3 months. Sometimes it's nice just to talk to somebody. Sometimes it's nice to work through problems because in the months that I didn't see him, I had moments where I was angry with you, angry with my wife, not really knowing how to like express myself. Sometimes, because don't forget, I've only been in therapy 3 years. And there are these things, like sometimes I get defensive when I'm mad. I really try my hardest not to. I try to understand where you're coming from. And it's nice to talk to somebody about that to understand. Like,
bless you.
I did something with my wife and I was kind of a bitch about it. And he was like, well, why did you say that? Like when she was expressing happiness. And I said, I think we just have so many issues. Like I was like in a bitchy mood. And he said, you can be in a bitchy mood, but why? What's the other issue? What made you, when you guys weren't even fighting, like what is it that makes you snap or be a bitch? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like today I came here menopausal. You can tell from my red face. And it's like that I really can't control. And it's kind of like, then I get like, I'm going to cry because it's like scary because I feel like I shouldn't be feeling this until I was in like my late 40s, early 30s. But sometimes it's just me and I'm just like in such a shitty mood with her. And he's just like, well, why? We need to figure out your why. Because it's not simple like I'm mad, I'm sad. But when I first started, he gave me an emotion wheel. Because there's so many emotions between mad, sad, happy, excited, and it breaks apart.
They give kids typically just like the main core breakdown. Isabel's going to war.
I didn't bring my medicine either.
The main core breakdown of like big emotions.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, the wheel gets bigger and bigger. It's like, I'm not happy, but I'm not like comfortable. I'm just kind of like existing and like.
Yeah.
There's literally
so
an
many.
Emotion for everything.
So when I was first seeing him, every time I would feel like anxious or something, I would start going like, why? Sometimes you feel scared or it's like you're so mad at somebody. It's a lot. It's been really helpful because I feel like I'm not as like hot-headed as I used to be because I work through it. and it's helped. I have coping skills. He's taught me, like, when I'm really freaking out and I'm not with you guys, like, I have to stop asking for your assurance. That's the current thing we're working on, but I do it so often, it's hard to break. So that's why I've limited myself, and I'm like, okay, Sarah, one more time. That's a big one we're working with.
Yeah. And I feel like I've gotten through a lot of things on my own. Like, I know I have issues. I'm not dumb. But I just don't, personally for me right now, where I'm at in my life, don't feel the need
Yeah.
to seek help.
That's fair.
Or to seek someone to talk to.
To each their own. Have you ever considered it and decided, like, no?
Yeah. I think, like I said, I do think about going sometimes, especially when I'm having a hard time or I'm like panicking over things. Sometimes I think that, but then I think, or I'll get over it, by myself.
As a group, do we ever see somebody and think, oh, they would benefit from therapy?
Yeah, we used to think that about her all the
Everybody.
time before she
Yeah.
started.
I think everybody can benefit.
I
from
think
therapy.
everyone
Yeah.
definitely can.
Well, because it's such a stigma where it's like
Because
the
Nana,
word, like, well,
And
even
everyone in
just
general.
the word that people are used to is like getting help, and it's like, it's your mental health. It's literally your mental health. Like,
Yeah.
it is the same thing
As
as
going to a doctor.
scheduling a nutritionist.
Yeah. I mean, I agree
No,
that
that's
mental
what I'm
health is super
saying.
important.
It's just like it is ingrained in everyone's head that it's like it's getting help, and it's like because that's the way it was looked at, and it's like it's
Yeah.
not necessarily
It's-
like
yeah,
you're trying to
it's-
fix an issue.
yeah, it's honestly just teaches you, like, coping skills and how to better express yourself. Because that's one thing you and I really struggled with, expressing ourselves.
I think the time where it's like the most like I don't know, bias or ignorant state of mind is when you can tell someone could benefit from it and they're like, well, I don't need it, like, no. And it's like
yeah.
that's when I'm like, you need it. But
Have I ever done
Go
anything where you're like, oh, it's good you're in therapy to work on that?
Everything.
Wow.
The day I do go to therapy, I'll give her a report.
Sometimes with you, I don't. You're very well put together. I think you're very strong mentally. You've had to carry a lot your whole life, and it's mostly because I've leaned on you. But I also understand there are moments when I'm afraid to tell you that you hurt my feelings because you get defensive, and that's something that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know I get defensive. That's at what Allie and I talk about all the time.
yeah, but look who our mom is.
Yeah.
My mom lives on the fucking defense. You know, Nanner.
well, I was about to say, who's your mom? Who's my nana?
Yeah.
And you
Nanner.
take after her the most.
Out of all her kids, definitely.
Yes. Do you?
You gonna ask me something serious?
I'm looking.
She's like, what's coming out? What's coming out next?
And that's what you've missed on.
Has your relationship with stress improved? I'm still anxious, but I feel like therapy helps me. Therapy
Yeah.
helps me.
medication.
I should be medicated, but I'm not. I feel like I have a lot of health anxiety, and I was always afraid of getting cancer, and then I did, and then I think, but did you die? Like time didn't stop. My life didn't pause. I had to go through everything, and here I am, almost a year out. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I blinked, and all of they're all bad, like, memories. And I
it's
remember,
crazy because we would always talk about that, how it's like, it's hard now.
but it's gonna
You're
get
gonna
better.
persevere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going to my first, when I met both my surgical oncologist and my oncologist, the first thing they told me is, this is survivable,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of steps. And that was me at step one. First
Yeah.
step was getting my tits cut off. And I've gone through so much. And now I'm trying, because stress is like, some stress is really good for you. Some stress isn't great. And I think people need to step away from the stigma of, like, I remember the first time I needed to go to therapy. Nana's like, you're going to talk to, like, the nut house or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So basically all this to say, some stress is good, some stress is bad.
Take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to reach out to people.
I got it. This was the Isabel show.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I'm in therapy.
I
Most
know.
of us are in therapy.
I know, but it was like a Oh, it me on the floor. It was like a rehash of trauma.
Yeah. This was a serious Tia time.
It was. I'm sick of the serious. I wanna.
You want to laugh.
I wanna. Yeah. I have
Do you
some,
guys think we should do like I don't want to say "Are you the asshole," but there are funny Reddits
Yeah, we should do something kind of fun.
and just giggle and laugh about it.
Yeah. I'm curious because we do have some good laughs, but I feel like lately everything has been
They've been serious
so
episodes.
serious
I'll
topic.
take a look at our
list.
episode list and
Yeah, we'd like you to come for the laughs and stay for the real talk.
this
but it's been
on
a
our
lot
last
of real
2
talk.
weeks. Sorry guys, we have not really had many laughs.
No, and I feel like life is short. Let's
Partially because
laugh.
I came in crabby today.
Yeah, kind of set the mood for
Maybe we should lighten this episode up
a little bit. Yeah, this
before
was,
we
like, so
before
serious.
if you stayed and listened to all of it.
Yeah, if it might have been too serious for you and you're closed down. But so something I've done when I'm really stressed, sometimes I get a tummy ache. And one time going into work, I was really, really stressed, and I felt like I had a little stomach ache, and I was like, oh no, let me push this fart out before I go in. And I'm like literally in the fucking parking lot. I start in 5 fucking minutes. I go to push the fart out, and I shit myself
At work?
fucking sharted on myself.
What happened?
I went in. No, you know what I didn't? I put that car in reverse and went home, and I changed my pants real quick, and I texted my boss and said, I'm running a few minutes late.
This
My car
wasn't
wouldn't
the
start."
airport,
No, it was
right?
when I went to FedEx.
Okay.
I did shit on myself at the airport again. And it's kind of the same situation. Like, I feel stressed out or something. The biggest mistake here, pro tip, if you're stressed and you feel a stomach ache coming on, don't push a fart out. Because I did that too at the airport, where I was like, oh man, I got so much to do. I was feeling anxious because I was working, like a technical writer was coming in to help with something.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, what do I do? Like, I hate making a small talk, blah, 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 blah. Let me try and just like pass some gas to relieve myself. And I shit myself. And I went to the bathroom,
But what
and I put water on them.
What type of shit is
It's
it?
a shard. It's like a shard.
It is a type that like left a smear on your undies.
So the what do you call it? The airport one, yes. So much so, I'm gonna tell you guys something. So much so, I took my pants and underwear off, and there was a big private bathroom that locked. And I put water and soap, and I tried first I called Ma, and Ma could not be bothered to bring me new pants. So I was so pissed at her. I was crying, and I put soap, and I stood in
didn't
that bathroom forever.
You didn't
fucking
have
drying.
an extra pair in your locker.
Who brings fucking underwear? So it was when I had my second job with that airline.
Okay, because I'm like the first one I had extra clothes in my locker, but I worked outside.
Yeah, I didn't. I was in the second position, so I came in and I worked in what I wore and I left. So I was in the big like
creamy chocolate ass.
no, I cleaned my underwear, but little did people know when they were coming in and using the regular bathrooms, I was locked inside the big one that looks like a closet, standing there in my gym shoes, a polo with no pants and underwear.
You were Winnie the Poohing it.
I was Winnie the fucking Poohing it to the max. And my pants were quick dry because sometimes I'd have to run out in the rain and stuff. So I was just like with the stupid hand thing trying to get my pants and underwear to dry somewhat so I can go on with my day.
when I get really
It's funny though, right?
anxious,
Yeah.
I like you. I get the stomach issues. I get the shits, but I've never pooped on myself. But imagine me being nervous for anything. Like I've had interviews where afterwards I'm like, oh, I'm gonna explode, man. Or on my first date with my ex, I was like super nervous, and I had to fucking shit on that date. It used to hit me so often. Like, that's so diabolical. Imagine your first date with your boyfriend, the one you're with now, and you,
The one I'm with now.
yeah, and you had to run and shit your brains out because you were so nervous.
Well, that's me with everything else.
Oh, yeah, you still. Were you nervous when I went to go see you the other day, and she said, you're in the bathroom, and then I waited, like, almost 5 minutes, and I was like, I think she's pooping, and I left a note for you.
Yeah, she was like, "Did you see the note?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I said, it says Shayla because we call each other that. And she started laughing and said I wasn't going to read it. And I said, okay.
It was chia seeds, and then it was also a Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I still get a little nervous before like
Yeah,
my story times
okay.
for some reason. I don't. So it was that, and then this needs to come out before I go to story time. And you said you asked me like way earlier. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm not seeing toots, and
Yeah, because my boss was there and we were working. And he kept talking to me, and then I was like, I wanted to run down and tell you I couldn't have lunch with you because I had a webinar.
I could have had lunch with you. Were you gonna eat lunch beforehand or after?
I was eating after.
I could
So
have eaten with you.
I ate at 2, and then you were getting your lunch at fucking 2:30, and I was like, what the?
Oh my God, you guys. You just went off on a whole tangent about if you could or could not eat lunch together like 3 days ago.
We don't see each other as much as we used to. Sometimes our lunch is all we get.
Oh my gosh.
But do I work this Friday? I think I do, right?
Who's to say?
I think I do because I think you get a donut.
I can't.
What if I get you a baby one?
Get a
A donut
one
hole?
munchkin.
A munchkin, a dunky munchkie? I would take a munchkie.
Or do you want to split a donut with me?
I'll split a donut with you.
Okay, we'll do that.
That's what Allie and I do when we get donuts.
I love me a donut. We're getting donuts on our trip.
Oh yeah.
I
It
think
won't
I'm-
be a chocolate long John. It will be a chocolate short John.
We're gonna get donuts and ice cream galore in Maine.
Spooky, man.
It's okay, man. I kind of want to tell you guys spooky stories.
What do you mean?
Not like that cryptid episode you had
No,
us do.
that was cryptid.
I was just bullied that entire episode.
It's not our fault. You fucking.
Yeah, she would have been shitting her brains out with that Sasquatch dress, unmedicated.
Didn't we say like she had like dust?
Sasquatch hair. Her hair. Can you imagine her coming out and seeing her boyfriend? And she's like, and her hair's like crazy.
That was the funniest thing from that episode. But yeah, we'll brainstorm. We'll do something fun next week.
Okay. Well, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube at Tia Time Podcast. Like, subscribe, please comment, rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
Tell us what you want us to talk about. Give
Yeah,
us
tell us what you
ideas.
want to talk about. Rate us on 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Listen to wherever you listen to your podcasts, and fuck ice.
Yee. Come for the laughs. Stay for the real talk. Give a kiss.